Hey YouTube, this is Max with d.c.watches, and today I'm going to tell you guys about the new watch that I talked a little bit about in the video from earlier this week. So my new pickup is the Rolex 14270 Explorer 1. This particular version is from 1999. This is an A series, or an A serial number, Swiss only dial. Which was only made for about 2 years. I'll get a little bit more into that kind of thing in a later video. But since this is kind of like the Bark and Jack watch, I decided to take a foray into nature and kind of do a video loosely inspired by the kinds of videos that Adrian makes about his. So I'm gonna roll the intro and then we can get into this. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, what is up? It's Max again from d.c.watches. So my newest acquisition, I'm sorry for the hammering, there's really nothing I can do about that, but my newest acquisition is a Rolex Explorer 1 reference 14270. It is an A serial number, which kind of puts it in the time frame of 1998, 1999 for a production date. Right off the bat, I would really like to say thank you to Swiss Made Obsession, Tick Tick Vroom, Dan Occasionally Likes Things, and Arrested Time for coaching me through this purchase. This is the largest watch purchase that I've ever made, so having them there to kind of support me through this, talk me through this, was really important to me. So their links are going to be in the description to their Instagrams, but they went above and beyond, helping walk me through this and making me feel comfortable with the purchase of this watch, which again is the most expensive watch that I've bought by a considerable amount. And so for that, thank you guys. If I haven't told you enough already, I'm sure they're sick of hearing about this watch. I know they probably are. A lot of my real life friends are, and certainly my family is sick of hearing about this watch. So I got it on Friday. It's currently Sunday as I'm recording this. Hopefully this video will go up on Monday. If not later tonight, later Sunday. But so far, I'm absolutely in love with this watch. I know that it's early, and I know that it's a little bit of a hot take so far. But if you were to ask me to pick one watch and only one watch, Seiko SKX excluded because my dad gave me that watch. But Seiko excluded, if you were asking me to pick one watch and only one watch, this is amazing. The 14270 is truly an amazing timepiece. I'm very, very grateful to have the opportunity to own one, to have purchased one. But kind of as a theme, I decided to do this one out in the woods today instead of in my room. Don't worry, Arthur, Tick Tick Vroom, there'll probably still be pictures of it here at some point. But a lot of them hopefully will be kind of full frame. The reason I wanted to kind of make this video was just as a kind of an initial impressions after the first 3 days. And after the first 3 days, I have to say this is an incredible watch. It's really the only watch I've kind of looked to grab from the watch box. It's the only watch I've wanted to wear over the last 3 days, and it is the only watch that I've worn over the last 3 days. This is actually the longest I've gone without changing watches since I bought my Speedmaster in November. That one lasted about a week and a half on the wrist. I'm curious to see how long this one will last. But I do plan to do a more full review on Friday, probably upload that one on Saturday, after having had the watch for a full week. So far, absolutely in love. The things that I am kind of drawn most to about this watch, first thing is the size at 36 millimeters. It's really, really perfect for my 6¼ inch wrist. Sits very well. I love the bracelet as well. I know a lot of people hate the hollow end links. I really like the hollow end links. I really like the bracelet, honestly, even with the, the stamped metal Rolex clasp that a lot of people kind of give Rolex guff for, especially when compared to like Seamasters of the same era, which had considerably higher quality clasps. I really love this bracelet. It's really light. It's really comfortable. I've worn it literally every day, and it's hot here, and even with the heat, it still stays pretty comfortable. Even if like once or twice I did have to take the watch off because it was really kind of starting to grab the wrist. But you know, I tried it on a NATO, I tried it on leather, not a fan of either. I really love the bracelet. The Oyster bracelet on the Explorer, for me at least, is really the way to go. But so I love the bracelet, I love the clasp, and I love the wear. The other thing that I've absolutely fallen in love with is the glossy black dial. And the reason for that is because you can actually see the underside of the hour, minute, and second hand on the kind of mirror finish of the dial. And that's become just hands down one of my favorite things about any of the watches that I own, because that's not something I get with the Speedmaster, that's not something I get with the Seamaster, and it's absolutely not something I get with the SKX. It is absolutely unique to this watch in my collection, and that is something I've really grown to appreciate over the last couple of days. This watch is running really well. I bought it from HQ Milton, and they had it serviced, and it's running within cost specifications. I've got it at about -2, -3, but part of that is also because I take this watch off constantly because I'm really worried to get it scratched. I'm sure that'll wear off at some point. I know Adrian was talking about with his, that when he got it polished, when he got it serviced, it stopped feeling like his watch because he lost all the scratches that he had put in it. And I feel that way to an extent about my Speedmaster. When I got the Seamaster, it was really scratched. And I'm sure I'll feel that way about this watch at some point, but for now, I'm kind of reveling in its relative perfection, at least in my case. So this is, again, a 14270, A serial, so 1998, 1999. This is a Swiss-only dial, and I'll talk about the dial variants when I do a deeper review of this watch, but one of the reasons I was attracted to the Swiss-only dial is because it is probably the third rarest dial variant behind the Tritanova, which is the tritium stamp dial, even though they use Luminova, and the blacked out dial, which is the rarest. But yeah, so after the first couple of days, this is certainly a staying piece. This is certainly a forever piece in my collection anyway. So thank you again for watching, and thanks to the guys that helped me out with this one. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and look out for the full review of this watch coming hopefully later this week, and that'll be more of the style that I did with the Seamaster, the Nomos, and the Speedmaster. By the way, the Nomos is gone. I sold that one to fund a good bit of this purchase. So thanks again, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe. Follow everybody on Instagram. Yeah, until next time. Thanks.